folks, Bluesboyjag here with yet another 4-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's Messin' with the Kid by the great Junior Wells. We're tuned to open G on a 4-string, so this is a G string and a D string, another G string, and a B string. So this one is in the key of C. So we're going to be playing a riff here that sort of outlines the chords for the blues progression on this particular song. So we're starting out here on the 5th fret on the 4th string. I'm using my 3rd finger so we can get the proper fingering here. So 3rd finger is going to be on the 4th string 5th fret. And then you're going to be using your 3rd finger jumping over to the 2nd string. So this is the pattern we're going to be using. So that's 3rd finger on the 4th string 5th fret, and we're using that same 3rd finger on the same fret but on the 2nd string. So 4th string 5th fret, 2nd string 5th fret, 2nd string 3rd fret, 3rd string 5th fret, and finally the 4th string 5th fret. And those notes sort of outline the chord, and that's the 1 of the 1-4-5 chord, which is the key of C, so that's the chord C. It's sort of an outline on the chord by playing the various notes. This also is the bass line for the song. It's pretty syncopated, which means funky. So what I'm doing is, here's my foot, that's the beat. So tap your foot steady. Now it's a little bit tricky, so start out slow. Those second 2 notes are on the upbeat. So it's bump, 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 bump. That's what makes it so funky. Those second 2 notes are on the upbeat. So when your foot goes down, that's the downbeat. And when your foot goes up, that's the upbeat. And you should always be tapping your foot, unless it's a really fast song, you should be tapping your foot to the tempo. In this case, this is the tempo. Bump, 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 bump. If you notice, my hand is up on those second 2 notes. Bump, 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 bump. So that's on the upbeat. My foot's going down on the downbeat and going up on the upbeat. So you're waiting after the downbeat to play those notes. Except for that first one, that's on the downbeat. I'm going to do some extra weird strumming here so you can see where the beat is. So this is going to emphasize where your foot is, since you can't see my foot. So I'm barring, sort of, not exactly, but sort of, with my 3rd finger on the 5th fret, starting on the 4th string. Now I just jump over here to the 2nd string. I'm already on that same fret, so I just kind of roll my finger over to right there. So there's the 1st note, there's the 2nd note. 3rd note is 2 frets below the 2nd note. So it's going to be 2, 5, and then it's going to be 2, 3. The 1st note is going to be 4, 5. So 4, 5, and then you've got 2, 5, and 2, 3. Now, the next note is going to be 3, 5. Now we're going going to add one more note, and it's the first note repeating. It's real important to have the proper fingering here. My first finger is on the 3rd fret. My second finger would play any note on the 4th fret, but I'm not playing any of those notes. But that's where my second finger is, just in case. And my 3rd finger is on the 5th fret. So that's the proper location of where your fingers should be. Now, this is the slow tempo to start out. That's what my foot's doing. So the tempo is right this. Bum, 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 bum. Now I'm overemphasizing the downbeat here with this hand so you can get that funky groove, which is really important. So why am I doing all this? I'm banging on my guitar. That's the downbeat. That's where my foot is. You can't see my foot, but I'm always doing this, and you should too. So pretend like this is your foot, and this is the tempo of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm intentionally doing all this so you can see where the downbeat is. It's pretty tricky at first. So you want to start out slow. Let's take a look at this hand. Whoops. Notice how my fingers are barely moving at all. Eventually, if you're a beginner, you'll get to that point. But don't worry about it if you jump around a lot for now. Notice I'm barely moving my fretting fingers at all because I'm already in that position and I don't need to jump around. It looks like I'm not even pressing them down, but I am, of course. So how do I choke that note without choking with my right hand? I'm just lifting the string off the fretboard, which you can't see. Now I'm going to hold the note down. That's my 3rd finger. Now if I want to kill that note, I just lift off the fretboard. Real close. And I'm not flipping you off. So get your foot going steady. I don't know if you can hear that thump or not, but that's what my foot's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to jump all the way up here, 10th fret. We're on the 4th string, 3rd finger. Same pattern, but we're way up here on the 10th fret. You don't do it that many times. I'm just showing you what you do. So that's the same riff I played down here. So 4 times here. And 4 up here. I'm on the 10th fret with my 3rd finger. Same pattern, same strings, same fingers. Do it twice. Now we go back down to here. So that last part is, so So it's going to be third finger on the 5th fret, 2nd string. Go down 2 more to the 3rd fret, 1st finger. Same thing with the next string, 3rd finger. Now it's going to be 1, 0 on that 3rd string. So 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret, down to the 1st finger on the 3rd fret. Same thing on the 3rd string. Now we go to 3, 1, 3, 0. And that's the whole thing. Now I'm going to slide up to the 10th fret. Same thing. Back down to the 5th fret. 12th fret. 10th fret. That's the whole song. So from the top. And believe it or not, that's the entire song. It repeats that same chord progression, which is a typical 1-4-5 blues progression. You're just not doing a shuffle like some songs, which might be. It's basically a single note riff, which is the 1-4-5 chord progression. The 1 being the key, and then the 4 would be the 2nd chord, and the 5 would be the 3rd chord. So there's the 1 chord. And there's the 4 chord, and there's the 5 chord. So we're in the key of C, then we go to F, and then we go to G. So it's a typical 3-chord blues progression. It's just a riff instead of a shuffle. So where would you play a solo if you wanted to jam on this one? The easiest way to start out is barring on the 5th fret, going 3 frets up. So it's going to be 1, 1st finger on 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's your pentatonic. I'm just kind of jamming around, but it's the same notes. So it's going to be 1, 5. 1st finger on the 5th fret, pinky, 8th, 5th fret, and 8th fret. You can go the next box up, which is going to be. That's going to be 10, 8. And the next scale is going to be the 5th fret on all the strings and the 8th fret. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the scale. If you wanted to play a solo. And that's your next box right up there. So So that's going to be 1 3 1 3 1 3, starting on the 8th fret. So have fun with that. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my website, jagshouse.com. Cigar box guitars just like this one since 2004. Let me know what songs you want to learn and what other lessons you might be interested in, and I'll do my best to give it to you. And we'll see you next time.